What's up, guys, and welcome back to SLS Animations. And as you can see before yourself on the screen, we will be reviewing the all-new Survivor Series set exclusively at Ringside Collectibles. Put the real estate on the screen, let the world know where they can get this set right now. Featuring Keith Lee, Bayley, the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, and of course the Hitman, Bret Hart. Looking good. Big shout out to our friends over at Ringside Collectibles for sending this bad boy out. I'm going to go ahead and do all four of these in one review and try to save you some time and clicking. And we're going to start off with the Hitman. Take a look at the copy right here from our boy Rob over at Mattel doing his job. Feel free to read in your own time. There's how it looks with the features. I mean, you guys can get these separate, but I'm going to go ahead and show you all the art and everything, how that turned out. Bread inside the pack with the pink chair looking like money. And of course, the photo from which this figure was carved. Unfortunately, you guys know my complaints is usually the art that they use. There's a jacket, there's no jacket, and for some reason, Bill still has not figured out a way to give us reflective glasses, but somehow he came out with a whole line with see-through figures. Yeah, not complaining, just saying it's kind of weird that you don't have that holograph thing on there yet. Maybe in the next Ultimate Edition, someone will go all out and get that for us. Anyway, let's get this bad boy open. Alright, so now that he's unboxed, the first thing I wanted to show is this cool insert with this blue and red with the smoke coming down. That's a very cool background. I kind of wish I could use it for something else, but you know, it's not really that big, but it looks really good. I'm also feeling this packaging a lot. All the neon, like the old 80s, you know, stuff that was going on with the neon entrance, which, by the way, you know, if you didn't back that entrance, you know, more power to you. But I definitely, you know, put that in my collection. So if you missed out, you missed out. I can't say too much about that because, you know, it's not my big deal. First thing out the pack, we have this humongous pink chair. It's the chair that I've been asking for, the one that used to come out with like the Rock that had all the stickers on it. But this is more of a modern day chair with all the fluff in it, but you know, still looks good. Still looks good. Very cool to have that in the collection. What do we have here? We have exchangeable hands. I believe these are the two sweet hands, but we'll call them the rock on hands. I don't actually remember him using these signs, but you know, I also wasn't that big of a Bret Hart fan back in the day. I was more into Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, you know, Hulk Hogan, you know, the main draws, I guess. Not saying that Bret wasn't. He was definitely up there. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Handing out the glasses and everything, it was kind of weird to me even back then. But got the flame down the pants, the hearts and stars, got that whole Survivor Series look down, heart logo on the front. Of course, those glasses are rubber band on, so I'll go ahead and get those off for you. Which reminds me, I'm going to keep this rubber band. It's very small and it's going to come in very well for some posing shots. Let's take a look at those glasses off top. Got them on crooked, but yeah, we now have black glasses for Bret's in this collection. He has a very serious face there. Let's go ahead and take a look at how serious that face is. I would say he looks a little older than he was at that time, but you know, what do I know? I'm just taking pictures of toys. Anyway, take a quick look at the articulation and wrap it up. We got, you know, the arm swivel at the top on that ball joint. We got a decent amount of split on that bad boy just in case he wanted to jump over a figure or an opponent. And, you know, an action sequence, double jointed knees. Very cool to see. Single jointed elbows, I believe. Go ahead and pull down this elbow pad to make 100% sure, because you know we don't like spreading false information, because you know the brass over at Mattel frowns upon such things. And yeah, single jointed elbow, ab crunch looking pretty decent. Decent amount of range on that head, fits the sculpt pretty well. Silver at the top of the boot. Decent amount of bend there on the ankle. Got that pivot, you already know what time that is. Maybe I'm moving it too much for you to see. There you go. But yeah, all in all, figure looks pretty good. Kind of wish you had a jacket, but you know, I'll just take one off of Finn Balor for the shots, you know. That old Finn Balor that came out with that coat, it'll work pretty well. Either that or I'll get the Jim the Anvil Neidhart over there. He has pretty much the same jacket, so we can pull it off for the illusion of the photo shoot. So yeah, available in the links in the description, separate from the rest. So let's get this next bad boy open. And you know, we'll keep it in the 80s for now, before moving over to the 21st century. Let's go over to the Hulkster himself, Mr. Hulkamania. From Survivor Series 1989. Sweet baby Jesus, that's so long ago. There you go, Hulk Hogan ripping the shirt off, you know, his signature. The look with the crazy eyes. Oh, the crazy eyes. And you know, everyone's talking about the eyes in the figure, all the rage. Let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy. Alright, so now we got him unboxed. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. We got that orange Floridian tan that I've been talking about on other figures. Very orange, you know, that spray tan or whatever, because that's not natural. Pop these hands out. Let's get Hogan out. Alright, so first things first, let's show these holding hands is what I call them. We got those here with the orange tan, you know, about average for what we have. We have 6 exchangeable hands, including the ones on his hand. We have the wide open hands for clapping or putting to his ear, you know. Anyway. Let's get that band off. We also have 2 balled up fists on the Hulkster himself there. Let's stretch this figure out a little bit. He's been in the box, you know, getting stiff. So let's go ahead and get those shoulders worked out a little bit. A little action figure yoga. Let's get those double jointed elbows stretched out. Oh man, look at those. Look at those 22-inch pythons. Hogan not messing around, man. Those crazy eyes. So we'll get straight to the meat. Everyone's talking about these eyes, and I'll see if I can get them in focus. So mine came out pretty well. They're on point. Definitely the look we're going for with the side of the box and the packaging. You know, that was the year he was completely stressed out, I guess, you know. No need to show the box again. You guys already saw that. But yeah, so we can definitely get those Hogan poses on now, you know, double jointed elbows. You don't even need to go get an ultimate. It's featured right here in the, all right, let's swap out this hand. I can't do it. Found myself being very careful with these hands. I remember the first exchangeable hand I got was on a Triple H figure, and I snapped it trying to push it in, and you know, that was a nightmare. Trying to do the review. But Hulkster, these big meaty thighs kind of jammed together here. Let me Alright, so we got a swivel at the top of these thighs. I got some paint rub right here. Not a big deal. I'll get that off with a few techniques. Double jointed knees, big yellow boots with the articulation on those. Fresh out of the box, so he's a little stiff. Got that pivot there too. Ankle rockers, as some may call them. The back of the shirt, got the tears in it. Looking pretty good indeed. World Heavyweight Championship, the Winged Eagle title. Bill McKenna, if you ever see any of these videos, would you please redesign this title? It's very oval shaped. I need more of a round shape. You know, not that my opinion matters that much. It's just I've spent years with this title and I've wanted a new one so bad. And you know, actually, if you could redesign all the titles, that would, you know, make my day, make my year. Because, you know, you got the new titles like the US Championship title that came on the last series, and it has all this definition and all this embossing on it. And then when you look at the newer titles like the Universal title, it's just kind of, this isn't deep enough. It needs to be a little deeper. But, you know, I'm off subject. Hulkamania, running wild. That new tearing shirt that tears in the front, I guess that's the new technique, which makes plenty of sense. Tear that open, the Hogan look. Also, I believe this comes off, right? Yes, pops right off. Hogan can get a promo going. I'm gonna go grab that Mean Gene Okerlund. If you don't have a Mean Gene in your collection, then you know you probably just started collecting. But that ab crunch looking pretty good. Looks like they have a whole new upper body for Hogan on this figure. It's extra bulky, extra beefy up top. Decent amount of articulation, swivel at the top. Already done on everything else, so you guys should already know what time that is. A lot of posing finna go on with this Hulkamania rules, or this Hulk rules shirt. Yeah, man, looks pretty good. Link in the description. Big shout out to Ringside for having this bad boy exclusive and ready to ship out right now while you're watching this review. So if you're in the market for another Hulk Hogan figure, because you know that drought we had for quite a while, then by all means get yourself over there and get this figure in your collection. Pretty good figure, no complaints here. Looks really good. All right, let's get into this next one, guys. All right, let's see what we have next over here. We'll start off with, you know, let's go straight to Keith Lee. Keith Lee, big shout out to him, surviving COVID-19. We almost lost him, guys. Yeah, a lot of heart problems during the whole deal. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Looks good. Keith Lee looking like money. That money smirk right there. Keith Lee in action. And feel free to pause that for the copyright. And let's go ahead and get this bad boy open. Alright, guys, so let's get straight into it. Keith Lee looking like money here. As you guys can see, he has the light blue on, not like the last review. He has that same black entrance sleeveless vest hoodie. Bask in the Glory logo on the front. Bask in my glory on the back. We're going to put that there to the side. Two holding hands, or, you know, that's what I call them anyway. And let's put those over there. Keep that out of the packaging. There he is with the Bask in the Glory logo, or you know, symbol that he does. Keith Lee across the back of those sky blue pants. Bask in the Glory on the left leg. Right leg has the logo. Unfortunately, as you guys can see, we do not have double jointed elbows like we did there with the Hulkster. I don't know why. They have the mold, clearly. These are very similar molds here, and they could have did it, but they didn't. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, unfortunately, hopefully this is the last Keith Lee we get without those double jointed elbows, because, you know, he's a very, we'll say, athletic individual in the ring. Go ahead and take a look at this face sculpt first. First things first, he's looking pretty good, looking like money. Got a little lint on his head there. Ball joint rotation, single jointed elbows. Got that left elbow pad. And articulation's pretty good. 360 just to stretch him out. He looks up, he looks down. You got the whole thing going there. Let's take a look at that ab crunch from the side. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Actually, it's a whole lot there of ab crunch. So, swivel at the top of that waist. Let's see how the kick up looks on Big Keith here. You know, it's quite limited. You know, but he is a big man with big legs, so We're gonna take a look at that. We have double jointed elbows, swivel at the top of that thigh. I said double jointed elbows. I mean, we have double jointed knees that are covered by those knee pads, but you can still get the range out of them. Swivel at the top of the boot. Ankle articulation plus pivot, or ankle rocker as they're called. And yeah, thumbs up from Keith Lee there. And we can use that for all kinds of stuff. So yeah, Keith Lee looking pretty good. Here, I'll put the jacket on him. All right, so there he is with the jacket on, looking pretty good. Big thumbs up. Over the top, those double jointed elbows would have definitely came in handy, but just in case you guys are wondering if it fit, of course it fits. And yeah, we will move on to the last figure in this series. Last but definitely not least, Bayley, the role model of role models. Looking pretty good here. Here's how she looks on the side from which this figure was carved. There it is right there, the entrance jacket, the Cleopatra headdress, and you know, the World Heavyweight Championship title. Well, I guess I have to say Women's Championship title there, even though it's kind of, yeah, I'll leave that alone. Anyway, Smackdown Championship, Women's Championship that is. Feel free to read up on that. And let's go ahead and get this bad girl open. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. We have Bayley here on the side, 2 exchangeable hands, which are balled up fists, the headdress, and the jacket. We'll go with the jacket first. I can get it out of there. There we go. First thing I want to show is the deco on this jacket. There's this yellowish, where's my other light? There it is. There's this yellowish, I can't show it there, huh? There's this yellow deco on it that I don't think I'm doing a good job of showing, no matter how much I change the light. You know, they probably should have put an outline around it. A brighter color just to make it stand out, but it kind of looks like it's dirty, but it's not. It's actually a design there. Yeah, my lighting's definitely not doing this justice. Yeah, cut this beam on overhead. Maybe it'll help see the design. At first I thought it was just a regular jacket, but now I see the design on it. So yeah, to look back on the box, you can actually see where her actual jacket has that same design up close. It's the finer details there. Alright, so there we are with Bayley in her entirety, with the championship in her hands, the jacket on, and you know, the full face sculpt. Anyway, happy I could keep this under 20 minutes for 4 action figures. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All these figures are available right now at Ringside Collectibles. Each figure is available in the description in its own single link, so feel free to click those and get these figures. And yeah, if you're in the market for them. So yeah, your boy J Logan out. Peace.